We're back 24/7 comedy. I have a prodigy in my studio, a phenom, if you will. This kid, if you don't know his name, you got to know it. I'm calling him a kid because he's 17 years old. Devin Haney in studio. Now, Devin, I've been reading about you all over the place for years. Okay, you started 14 years old boxing.
No, I started boxing when I was 7 years old.
When you were 7?
Yeah, when I was 7.
Wait a minute. So what was I reading? The amateur stuff.
Huh? Say that
What, you started boxing professionally as an amateur. I don't know if that makes sense.
No. I was 8 years old when I started competing as an amateur.
Okay.
Yeah. But I actually started boxing when I was 7, and I started competing when I was 8.
Okay, so now in this time, 130 wins, 8 losses. Is that true?
Yep, that is. Yes.
So you've had 138 fights, and you're 17.
17, yes.
All right. So now tell me what's going on Saturday. This is a big deal for you. This is going to be the first time in the history of boxing that someone's 17 years old.
17 years old fight on national television.
And who?
CBS.
It's CBS, national CBS. And who are you fighting? A 28-year-old?
Yes, 28-year-old. His name is Jairo Vargas. He's 4-0 with 3 knockouts.
Okay, now break it down for me now, because I'm going to be at this thing. To me, this is bullying. A 28-year-old fighting a 17-year-old. So now, have you? I'm sure you studied this guy. You've been training for this guy.
Yeah, I always try to study my opponents because I know that I'm all over the web and that they could study me a lot because I'm all over YouTube.
Right.
So I try to look at as much stuff as I can on my opponent. So yeah, I have looked at my opponent.
Now, what is the most exciting thing that's happened thus far? Because I've been hearing stories about you. I heard your first fight, you knocked somebody out in the first round. Is that true?
No, yeah. My first day in the gym, I sparred a kickboxer. And
right.
He was a kickboxer, but he was working on his stand-up boxing. And I got in there and I knocked him out of his shoes. And it was my first day ever in the gym. I didn't know anything. I just was going off just whatever, just whatever I knew. I knocked him out of his shoes.
I'm in awe of this gentleman. Let me tell you, amateur record 130-8, 7-time national champion. At the age of 14, you were the youngest member of the USA Junior National Boxing Team. Is that right?
Yes.
So now, out of ignorance, how old are some of the other kids? You were 14.
Well, when I was 14, and I was the youngest on the whole team, and I was fighting 15, 16.
That's unbelievable. Because at that age, I mean, a 15, 16, just a year or two makes a big difference.
Yeah, especially when you're, I was fighting all over. I was fighting in Russia, Italy, so I was fighting the top guys, the top 15 and 16-year-olds.
I've never been to Europe.
Yeah.
And you're fighting all over the world. I love this kid. Let me tell you, Devin Haney, this weekend, if you can get out to Vegas, it's the Downtown D, Knockout Night at the D. It's the 21st of May, 5 p.m. Door opens. Do you know when you're gonna start off? If your first fight, second fight, third fight?
Well, I'm the first TV fight, so they said that around 8 o'clock I should be fighting. But the doors open at 6.
I love it. Write the name down. Devin Haney. Back to the comedy. iHeartRadio. John Caponera, 24/7 comedy. I have the phenom in studio with me. I'm telling you, this kid tomorrow night, Devin Haney, you're going to make history, aren't you?
Yes, sir. History.
CBS Network, 8 o'clock start time. First
6 p.m.
Well, it's 8 o'clock TV time, though, right?
Yes, you're
okay.
100% right, actually.
Oh, look at you. I like that. Now, Devin, talk to me. You're right now beginning of the career. You know, this is your first televised fight all around the country. So people who haven't had a chance in Vegas, you know, who couldn't get to Vegas to see some of your other fights, this is the first time they get to see you. What can they expect?
Something explosive, something that you've never seen from a 17-year-old or from any other fighter.
Well, they've never seen a 17-year-old to begin with, so you just getting in the ring is historic. But now, is it speed that you're known for? Is it your power? What do you want to be known for?
I have speed, I have power. I could move, I could bang, I could do everything.
Let me tell you, I saw this kid's first fight in Tijuana, your first professional fight, first round knockout. When I hear you're studying guys like Wally Pipp and guys like Roy Jones Jr. and guys like Tyson and Mayweather, there's no doubt in my mind, at your age, if you stick with this, you have the potential to be the best ever.
Yes, sir, and that's my goal.
And you're at the right gym if you want to do that, because I've heard you work out with the Mayweathers from time to time.
Yes.
But your relationship...
Floyd Mayweather Sr. is my trainer.
He's your official trainer?
Yes.
But now, the relationship with Roy Jones Jr., I know he's a very special person.
He's a mentor to me.
Okay. So do we have an idea? Is, maybe the Mayweather camp, the Jones camp, Jay-Z getting in the mix now? You thinking about any of these more than the other, or right now you're just thinking about Saturday?
Right. Exactly. Right now I'm just thinking about Saturday night.
Saturday night, the D, downtown D. It's knockout night at the D. If you can get to Vegas, I believe the doors open at 6. You're going to be the first televised fight. JR, Jim Ross from the old WWE, is going to be doing the play-by-play. So this is going to be an event. History in the making Saturday night. Last thing, Devin, anything people are on the fence whether or not they should drive out to Vegas, give them a reason.
Tune in. You're going to see something crazy. So I'm definitely going to put on a show for the fans.
I love it. Back out to the comedy. iHeartRadio. That's Angela Johnson, 24/7 comedy. I have the future world champion in my studio. I like the sound of that. Devin the Dream Haney this Saturday night, the D, Las Vegas. They call him the new kid on the block, and I don't know why. You have 130 wins under your belt as an amateur. Can people check you out on your Instagram, your Twitter? Do you have?
Yes. Instagram at RealDevinHaney, Twitter at RealDevinHaney, Facebook.
Okay, you got to slow down. I'm old. So Twitter, it's at RealDevinHaney.
RealDevinHaney.
And then Instagram, it's the same?
RealDevinHaney.
Now, I got to ask you this because I'm a guy. So, none of the grown-ups are in the room. The experience of being a boxer, it's got to be amazing. I mean, I can only compare it to like a rock star. Being on Twitter, getting all this excitement, all this attention, Jay-Z coming. The women, I mean, on Twitter, are they just all over you now, or what? Are you single?
Yeah, the women are.
You got to see the smile on his face right now. The women are good.
Yes, they are good, but right now I'm just focused on Saturday night.
I love it. I love it. You ever watch Rocky?
Yes.
Okay, so you know what Mickey said about women. They make you weak in the knees.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, so you can't do that while you're training.
That's true.
But after Saturday, I mean, is there a girl, a special girl that we know about?
Not a special one, no.
No? But I'm sure there will be after Saturday night, because I'm feeling a second-round knockout. That's what I'm feeling. Guy's 28 years old. I think first round you're going to feel him out.
Feel him out, see what he got.
Yeah, get him a little
second
tired.
Round, get him out.
Yeah, and then just drop him.
Oh, no, we're just going to have to see.
Can you do me a favor, though? Because I'm going to be ringside. Just point to me right when you're getting ready to knock him so I can look big time in front of, You know what I mean.
You can tell him, it's coming right now.
It's coming. I'm telling you, this kid, if you haven't seen him fight, you really need to. Devin Haney, he is the dream. 138 amateur fights, had an amazing record of 130-8. At 14 years old, he was the youngest member of the USA Junior National Boxing Team. He was on the undercard of the the Pacquiao-Bradley fight, youngest ever to do that at MGM. This Saturday night, you're making history, youngest ever to fight on national television. Your family, they got to be so proud of you. It's ridiculous.
Yeah, my family, they're definitely proud of me. They definitely support me.
Do you have plans when you get that first contract? What's the first thing you're going to buy dad a house? You're going to buy dad a car? What are you going to do?
Yeah, I'm definitely buying my dad a house.
Well, because he's responsible. That kickboxing kid you knocked out of his shoes, it wouldn't have happened without dad.
Yeah, it all started with my dad.
Devin, let me tell you, it is a pleasure to have you here. I hope this is the first of many times in my studio. He's 5-0, soon to be 6-0. Check him out. Saturday night, Las Vegas. More comedy. iHeartRadio.